It's called Amps. We got 5 people in one room. We like to call it a podcast. We got a microphone. We got 5 people all in one state. Washington. Podcast.
Let's move this back now.
Oh, that was just the audio?
Reposition. Well, we have video as well.
Oh, wow. So now we're beginning.
Yes.
Okay. Welcome to the Amped Podcast. This is episode 2. You guys, we heard your thunderous applause, and you demanded another episode. We were coming out of retirement, so here we are. Just for you guys for one more encore episode. We're talking about the exact same stuff we talked about last time, except for this time, we're talking about Parker's impotence. So,
there's something I wanted to address up front because we really dropped the ball last time.
Screwed the pitch.
Right.
We didn't explain why we're called Amped. For those at home, while we are pretty amped, it's all of our names. It's the first letter of all of our names. We got Alex, Matthew, Parker, Evan, and me, DJ. At work, I'm Dustin, though. So, my friends call me DJ. And I consider all of you friends. All 54 of you that watched the first episode.
I mean, it could be more.
It could be more.
We got one comment.
One comment.
Which was deleted.
It was eventually deleted.
By the way, it was me. It said gay, but I meant it more in the happy sense, as in like, wow, you guys seem so freaking gay.
It didn't seem...
Why are you guys so gay? You guys should stop being
you gotta turn down the gay.
Yeah, exactly. People's gaydar was going way off the charts.
Hi, Mom. Let's all say our mom's name. Matthew, you start.
I mean, I call her mom most of the time. Sometimes I call her mother if I'm feeling very feisty.
I call my mom mother sometimes.
I call my mom mother.
I call your mom mother.
I call my dad
I
father.
sometimes call my parents by their names.
That's weird.
I do as well.
That's weird.
I only do when I really
I'm
need
glad
my
somebody else
parents'
does.
attention.
I call them by their first names. Like, or not their first names, the full names a lot.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh.
Whoa, their full names.
Yes.
Like
Whoa,
middle
like
name included?
middle name?
Yes, middle name
Oh,
included.
damn, getting real feisty.
Well, no, it's just when I'm like,
That's like
hey,
next level stuff.
can I go to like the store or something? Like, hey. Full
What's
name.
your middle name?
Yeah, don't say their full name right
Okay,
now.
what-
What's your
I'd have to
middle
bleep
name?
What
that.
is their first name?
What is my middle name?
Yeah, I'll do this and you just whisper it in my ear. Thank you.
Hey, so that was a good tactic.
Wait, are we not actually saying our mother's first name?
If we start talking
You want
about
to?
like
I want to
I kinda.
Evan?
what names?
Our mother's first name.
Yeah. You want to go with mother's
This one's
maiden
for
name?
you. What?
Mother's maiden name? Or just
Oh,
mother's
no.
name?
No, I don't want my bank account to be compromised.
Yeah.
What is that?
Do you guys want to share our social security cards next?
Yeah.
Just like what's on them?
Oh, yeah.
6792 0907.
I once accidentally spelled it Scoot,
Wait.
and it was very funny.
Scoot?
Scoot.
Please explain.
Wait, Scott Scoot.
I spelled it Scoot, and I thought that was very funny.
We should get some mirrors in here.
I thought my
Make it
middle
seem
name
like
was
there's more of
Xander.
us.
Whoa!
Make it seem like there's more of us.
No, so
You guys, we're
see
missing the
Matthew's
big
face.
picture. We started talking about middle names, and we forgot that we have the most famous middle name of
That's
them all.
true. Okay,
So
please.
my first name is Alexander, and as a kid, I watched Jimmy Neutron,
As we all did.
and when his parents were mad at him, they said his full name with his middle name. When my parents were mad at me, they said Alexander. So I just assumed my middle name was Xander.
As one would do in a situation like that. Completely logical conclusion.
Yeah, it makes sense, honestly. It's just a funny, dumb thing.
Xander.
So normally I was called Alex.
No,
yeah?
no, I was joking. It wasn't a completely normal thing. No
No one
right-minded
thinks that, but like,
Yeah.
I get it. I get a kid's brain in
Yeah.
that way, you know?
I was a kid.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
Okay, so what are our topics for today other than Alexander's middle name?
Well, I think so. Me and you have one, right?
Have a middle name?
No, have topics.
Like, I think we all do.
Yeah. Okay.
Does anyone else have anything, like any kind of topic?
I was thinking, but then I forgot.
There was something I was wondering.
What do you want? What were you wondering? Let's start with that.
Do you guys still like playing with Legos?
Definitely.
I actually played with
I don't have
Legos
Legos.
earlier today.
I have an
Okay.
unbuilt Lego set in my closet right now that I bought Shelby for Christmas.
I have a built Lego set right there, but I lost some pieces, so I put it away.
That sucks.
That
It's
really
Yo-
defeatist
it's
attitude.
Yoda. It's a
Really?
Star Wars thing.
That's cool.
Nice.
Shelby never wants to do any of the cool ones. She wants to do like the city ones, and like those are cool sometimes. But I'm like, I want to build Spider-Man.
I actually saw Saturn V Lego kit that my birthday's coming up. Saturn V Lego kit, but it's like Legos are expensive.
They are.
They
They're
are.
way too
Yeah.
expensive.
This Saturn V, I don't know, maybe it's about this tall. $100.
Do you
Yeah,
think that's
what?
just because it's the name Lego?
But the thing is, it's got like every single stage they had in the mission. It's got the probe and all and stuff like that. But still, $100.
I think you had something talking about that. I think Lego the name has become more expensive.
Exactly.
Well,
I mean, everything's
the Halo,
obviously
the Halo
become
that
more
was Mega Bloks.
yeah.
I had a lot of Halo. We called it Halo Legos because we wanted them to be Legos and
Yeah,
not
but
Mega
they
Bloks.
weren't.
Yeah.
That's kind of like the Roblox in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Minecraft is the OG, Legos is the OG,
Yeah.
but Mega Bloks is the ripoff.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, Mega Bloks was the only thing doing Halo stuff. So I had to give in.
I'm gonna have to give you some Roblox history here. Roblox was out before Minecraft.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, but that doesn't
It
innately
hurts.
make it the OG.
Yeah.
That's like saying,
I didn't want to know that.
I don't know.
Drop
I
some
didn't.
serious
What
Roblox
should I
history
do
on
with
you.
that knowledge?
That's
now?
like saying
How can I
Kmart
continue
started
Does
on?
anybody
Walmart.
here prefer Roblox over Minecraft?
I know Colton does.
Oh no. Okay, so
It's
next
got-
episode we're gonna have
it's-
somebody named Colton on, and we're just gonna publicly shame him.
You hate that. Oh man.
CC?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I didn't know that.
It completely changes. Those are his initials. It completely changes my opinion of him, to be honest. I mean, it wasn't too high to begin with, but
I mean, I don't know if he likes
It was
more.
pretty low, but it's
He
going
likes it a lot though.
further than I thought it could.
yeah.
This is fun content.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Let's talk about everyone
about
we personally know and how we feel about them.
Yeah, yeah.
And the viewers at home will love it.
yeah, that DJ.
Just so you know,
really
I'm
puts
joking.
Me on edge. Good. You mentioned Spider-Man. Right?
I did mention
You
Spider-Man.
mentioned Spider-Man. Now, some interesting developments have been made in the Spider-Man.
There was a trailer.
universe. Yeah,
Yeah,
there was a
it's
trailer.
Far
Now-
From Home?
Far from
Yeah,
home.
Far
You
From
saw
Home.
it?
I haven't seen it.
Oh, you
I
should
haven't
really watch
seen it.
it.
I was at work when I saw it.
Okay.
When I saw you say it.
I woke up and I saw it.
Yeah, it's really.
Does it look
Should we
good?
watch it together? And
When
we'll-
does it take place? Does it take place before?
It's after.
It's
Endgame.
out. In-
After.
Oh, we're not talking about Infinity War.
Oh, well, we're not talking about Infinity War. We're talking about Endgame.
That's like rule number.
Oh, right. Endgame is
True.
a thing.
Yeah, Endgame is a thing. All
When
the
does-
Marvel movies are.
When does Endgame come out?
May or April
April.
26th.
Yeah.
You got
And
the
when
ones that
does
you got
Far
later
From
this
Home
year?
come out?
July
Yeah,
or
so this
something.
year.
Okay, so
So right now we have Captain
Prequel.
Marvel.
Doesn't it-
and we can't talk about Endgame.
doesn't it show out the fact that? Gosh,
They
that's weird.
they did a
I
really.
feel like that's kind of weird.
I have to say they did a really good job of not spoiling any
Thing is-
events from the movie we're not supposed to talk about.
Endgame.
Parker, one of our most sacred rules, our creed.
I'm not. I'm just mentioning it. I'm not talking about.
It's
it.
not as bad as Chappie.
I'm not talking about.
Oh,
it.
okay,
yeah.
why would you say that? First of all,
I
no
did.
anime,
I did cut
no
that out.
Chappie.
No
You
Paul
know the whole
Rudd.
Chappie thing out?
Yeah,
Game.
yeah.
So they
It's
don't
just
even-
one big word. Spoilers, and it's like there. For
Oh
a
yeah, I
second.
saw that. Yeah.
No, I
And it goes to us talking like, ugh, we should not talk about that.
yeah. Okay. So
I enjoy editing.
yeah,
I have fun with it. It just took
you,
me,
yeah, you're really
it
good
took
at it
me
too.
all day,
really.
especially exporting it and then uploading it.
Well, just so
Huge
you know,
file. Just because
of all the
it's an
54
edit.
people that watched, I think I enjoyed your editing the most.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
I did enjoy some of the comments you made.
Yeah. There were some nice things you guys said about me when I
Yeah.
was gone.
Oh, yeah.
Except for you. You said you didn't think I would know how to edit the video?
No. I just,
Or upload. What was it?
I don't think we should talk about that.
What was it?
No, I
can find. I can
personally-
go on the video.
personally,
right
I don't
now.
actually remember, but I think I was just saying because I didn't know your editing capabilities. I didn't know if in the 2 or 3 days you planned on editing this, I didn't know if you would go through that length and whether or not.
Ooh, okay. You know, I'm thinking of putting in the next description these like timestamps of like what happened when during the podcast.
That's smart.
Because
Like when we
I think
switch
that would be a
topics?
cool
Yeah.
reference for like just us. Like
Yeah.
if we want to go back and look in the podcast, we can look through
We
the
can know
description.
what
Or
happened
our loyal viewers.
And it show and you can like look through the description. I thought about that doing the last time, but I kind of forgot. I got caught up in the whole thing.
But back to Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Did any of you guys see Into the Spider-Verse? That's a
I did
big
not. I
question.
plan on.
I
seeing-
did.
I plan
It's
on seeing that on
spoiled.
Friday.
my favorite movie from last
That
year.
was an
It was so
amazing
good.
movie.
Please,
I
please don't
love-
spoil it. Again,
I'm just gonna say one thing:
I am
the
seeing
animation
real
is so good.
It is crazy what they did.
I don't know
I
how
remember
they did what they
seeing.
did.
I remember seeing the trailer come out and it being released and all, and I said I have to see this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Give us some
undo this.
examples of like where the animation really shined. Like what things you remember.
There,
Hey, don't, without any spoilers.
The kind of ending battle, I would say, is the thing that, to my brain, I was like, I don't know how I'm even processing
it was
this.
chaotic.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's like, it's chaotic, but in a good way. Like, it's not
Yeah.
like there's too much on the screen. I don't know what's going on. It's like
Yeah.
everything is on the screen and it all is beautiful.
You know one thing
Yeah.
I don't really appreciate about modern cinematography?
I'm glad
It's
you-
more or
you
less
understand.
with like action movies nowadays, it's the cuts and the zoomed in parts. Like in the Hunger Games specifically. Like they're running around and they're like zooming in like, oh, elbow, then it cuts like half a second later and shows like her feet, right? And then half a second later it cuts to her head. And it's like it's just so chaotic, you don't know what's happening. You don't it's hard to kind of wrap like I know she's running, but it's just like
Have you guys seen those? Sorry to cut in, but have you guys seen those Indian soap operas?
Indian soap opera.
Yeah,
No.
soap operas from India.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
I feel like
my
I've
feathers are
You
dying.
seen those things they do? They do these weird cuts like during an intense moment. Somebody realizes something.
Oh, yeah,
and they
yeah,
zoom
yeah.
in, shoo, shoo, shoo,
Yeah.
like glass
Then-
shatters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I know exactly what
Yeah, thanks.
like.
Yeah.
I do the
I did
sounds
the
for
zoom.
those.
I know what you're talking
Yeah.
about, and then they do like a minute of just like
Yeah.
various cuts. It's very.
I saw one of those
very
earlier today,
funny.
and those are just. I don't understand if they're like purposely trying to make it seem so ridiculous.
I think they are.
'Cause
It,
it is.
has to be. It's one of those things where
I
it has to
don't
be.
know. I really don't know. I think Bollywood is on like a level of self-awareness that just doesn't really exist.
That was good.
But like with the action movie thing, it's not
Oh,
a movie, it's
oh.
a show. But have you seen the first season? Well, it's in every season of Daredevil. But have you
I've
seen
seen the
that
first
show Daredevil?
Yeah, with the long
that
cuts.
those, especially that hallway,
The hallway scene.
Everyone talks about the hallway scene, but it is so. It's another thing where like the first time I saw it, it was like, it was the most amazing thing I'd ever
hard
seen
to
at
see.
the time.
Yeah, honestly.
It's like so good.
Yeah, and
So
I think
cute.
there was a video essay I watched. I don't remember who it was by, like every film a movie or something. I don't remember what the name of the channel was, but it was basically on like the action of Jackie Chan and about how like the strength is the fact that they hold scenes longer to like where you actually see the action. Where most like typical Hollywood movies now,
Yeah.
like they cut right as it's happening in order to pull off like without having to do the actual scene,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It makes it.
And it makes it to where you don't really see that connection between like the punch being thrown and the actual connection, right? And I feel like that's one thing that's kind of once like you know about it, it's like it's kind of hard to watch action movies now. But yeah, like I said, or like you said, the Daredevil scene
That's
they
like
hold it for like minutes.
to me when you talk about like great action scenes, that's like the first thing that popped into my head.
Yeah, that was good. Also, Kingsman.
Kingsman? Oh, the whole
Yeah.
church scene.
Yeah, like there were cuts, but I
That
think they were
scene-
hitting.
But
really
they're
well.
That was crazy.
That's
Yeah.
another one where like in
Oh.
the theater, like I was like giddy. Like I was
Yeah.
literally like in my seat, like just
Yeah.
loving every second.
Like,
I was like, this
I-
is the best movie I've
Yeah.
ever
Is it
seen.
because it was so intense?
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
it's
the
like-
music, the style of it.
Yeah.
They use CGI blood, which I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone's a fan of it. But like,
CGI blood?
yeah, like
They did that?
in Kingsman, it's all CGI
Yeah.
blood.
Oh,
Pretty
And
much
to
the
me, it's
entire
better when
defense
they
is
use like
CGI.
squibs and all that. But like,
Yeah.
it's still an amazing scene to watch and
I
very
didn't know there was
stylized in
CGI
that way. Yeah.
Yeah, most of that scene is CGI.
I was gonna say something earlier. There was a movie that I think I liked more than Into the Spider-Verse.
Really?
That was Hereditary.
I didn't see that.
That movie got
was-
me. That movie made
Yeah.
it rose the bar of horror movies for me. That all the
Yeah.
other horror movies that I used to like, I don't really like them anymore.
Really, that good?
It was that good.
I saw it and I
Yeah,
think
we-
it's good, but in a weirder way. I think most of the suspense came from the fact that it was I feel like the timing of it seemed a little off. The timing of the movie, because I feel like typically you have this typical. Like you have this rising action, you have the crescendo, right, and then the denouement, the falling action, and I feel like it held that rising action for so long that created suspense, but in a different way.
Yeah.
Like instead of having like smaller horror moments throughout the movie, and then having the climax, it was kind of just normal for a really long time. Like they did have some scenes that were like, whoa, what's happening?
Yeah.
But then it kind of leveled back out, and I don't know. I feel like that was where most of the suspense was for me.
Yeah. Oh. That movie scared me. That movie really scared me.
Particularly that one scene with on the ceiling.
Yeah. That was freaky.
Yeah, we watched.
I remember we were in theaters. It's not like I'm spoiling anything, but there's this really weird scene where I remember in the theaters it was like dead silent, and I can hear people go.
Yeah, because it holds this one shot, and the entire there's a character that's kind of obscured from view, and it's like they hold it for so long that you're gonna notice it.
Yeah.
Right, and because of that, everybody's having these realizations that it's like this character's there, like, and then all of a sudden it kind of darts off, right? And when
in a weird way.
Yeah, once I noticed it, then the fact that I hadn't noticed it before. We were watching it together.
You started holding my hand.
I started holding his hand because it was that scary. It was really bad.
It's the fact that it was dead silent.
Yeah.
And that this
completely
person
quiet.
was alone.
Yeah, and the rest of the scene was completely quiet too.
Yeah.
Like in terms of action, right? Like nothing else was happening. So because of that, your eyes kind of start wandering, right? And whenever they locate it, you have that sharp inhale, right?
That movie, it did not end the way I thought it did. I thought it would have. Yeah. It was the end scene that really kicked it in for me. I watched it with my dad. One of the nights recently when it came out, because I watched it in theaters. I actually watched it twice in theaters. I watched it with my dad. My family was out of town, so me and my dad were the only ones home. And that night, I almost slept in my dad's room with him.
Jeez.
And we were driving home. He was like, to be completely honest, I wouldn't be surprised if you wanted to sleep in my room tonight. I slept with the lights on now.
It's worth saying.
Another really good movie from last year. It wasn't scary, but there was especially one scene that was really intense for me. I don't think any of you would have seen it. It was called Bad Times at the El Royale.
I still need to see that movie.
You really do. It's so
I felt like
one saw it.
Have you heard of Hateful Eight?
Yeah.
Does it have that kind of a vibe?
It's a little bit. It's definitely like that where you don't know what's going to happen next. Where it has a moment and then you're like, oh, this is a 100% different movie than what they kind of sold me on, but in a good way.
Is it Tarantino?
It's not. It's Drew Goddard. I don't know if you know who that is. He made Cabin in the Woods. He also works on a show called The Good Place.
I've heard of that.
And he also worked on Daredevil. He created he's one of the creators
and it comes
of
full circle.
Yeah, exactly. But Bad Times at the El Royale is a movie. It starts off kind of it takes place in the late 60s, early 70s, I think. And it starts off kind of like Clue almost in a way, the board game Clue where they all are going into the hotel and they all this is all in the first 5 minutes.
And then they have to start rolling dice to see how far they
exactly
do, right?
But they're all signing in to the hotel and they have to write their name and it shows you them writing their name. So it's kind of an introduction to every character slowly one by one, and it really reminded me of Clue. It's when you get that piece of paper in Clue and it's this is Miss Scarlet. Yeah. She has had 6 husbands.
Hey, spoiler alert for Clue. I've been meaning to get to that one.
But yeah, it kind of reminded me of that, and then it just takes. It's 4 different movies all packed into one, and it's so good.
If you like that Clue factor, there's a good movie called
Clue the movie.
Exactly. Hey, that was bad.
It's called. I think that it was from 2016. It's called Murder on the Orient Express.
I didn't hear good things about that one.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought it was all right. It wasn't. The ending was a little but the figuring things out throughout it was really interesting.
Matthew, what was your favorite movie from 2018?
That was last year. He's not really as.
I don't think I watched a movie that came out in 2018.
Not even Infinity War, Black Panther.
That came out in 2018.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I watched Infinity War. I'm not into Marvel movies, but I was like, oh, this is fun.
Black Panther was.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
Black Panther was amazing. Black Panther. I saw a lot of movies.
I thought Black Panther was really.
A Quiet Place, that was good.
That was amazing.
I haven't seen Bird Box, but is it the same premise but only with sight or?
Did you see it?
Don't watch that movie.
Is it bad?
I don't think it's that good. People are really.
Yeah. Well, I didn't even finish it. I was like, this is not good.
It doesn't end in a very satisfying way.
It doesn't even start in a very satisfying
No.
way. It cuts back and forth and it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, it's
a movie, right?
It seems
Or a TV show.
it
It's a movie.
seems like a movie that would be made by Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's
But like
low.
in a bad way.
I know.
Netflix has some good movies,
They
but
do,
they have
that's
some
true.
real stinkers too.
They
Real stinker.
they have a lot of stinkers. Goodness, those Netflix original series.
I don't feel at home in this world anymore.
It's a poop.
That's a movie. That's not
Really?
just me.
Okay.
That's a movie on. That's a Netflix original. It's really good. Again with
I'm gonna take my sister.
I can't think of what it's called. But it's like time travel.
Telepathy.
It's kind of
What am I
like
thinking? What food am I
Groundhog Day meets time travel.
Taco.
You know. It's really
Which one am I
good.
thinking about now?
Burrito.
Oh no, it was
We want to
pancakes.
talk about
Dang,
time
remember,
travel
it's-
movies.
I told you this
Just
before,
Bring
it's
up
taco or
Primer, and I
pancake.
could go on and on and on
Always
about
talking
Primer.
about pancakes.
I must have forgotten about that
Okay.
conversation.
So moving off of
Yeah,
of movies.
we've talked about movies for too
Okay.
long.
I think we have
Movies
some-
are so fun to
Yeah,
talk
They
that's-
are,
about.
but like
that's true. But
I
then
feel
again-
bad.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean-
there are like for
Oh.
us because.
Do you guys not watch a lot of movies?
No, I don't.
DJ and
If you
DJ
ask me about video games or like
You guys
what
should
albums
you guys
I
should
listen
watch
to,
a movie
cool.
here sometime.
Yeah, for you guys.
Like I said, I want to do a Final Destination
Hereditary.
special where we all watch a Final Destination
Yeah.
movie and come in and review it. Each one, like, give us like 5 minutes to
Yeah,
review.
but-
Yeah.
And then we
Also,
talk about them all.
Okay.
a last movie to mention, The Revenant. I don't think
I've
I don't
never
think
seen it.
any of you have seen
It's
it.
I've seen parts of it.
Yeah,
I know. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
I
Leonardo
sure.
don't really watch
DiCaprio.
Oscar movies.
Wait.
that movie's good.
Is it like an Oscar bait movie?
What do you mean? Like they only made
It's
it
like
for the Oscars?
masturbate, but only with people named no. No, Oscar bait movies are like Holocaust movies where it's like they're real tearjerkers. Like they're meant to. Like,
It's
get
not
an
much
Oscar.
of a tearjerker. It's more like
Well, yeah, but is it like Oscar bait? As in, like they're trying to hit every single like.
I don't think they were trying to do that.
Okay.
It's a really cool movie.
Okay.
I watched it. It's a suspenseful movie.
The only reason I know The Revenant is because Ryuichi Sakamoto did the soundtrack, and I really like Yellow Magic Orchestra. So
Oh, yeah.
that's the only reason like I know
The music was nice.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
The
Sentence
music
made no
was
sense.
nice.
Yeah.
That whole sentence
Yeah.
was just gibberish.
Oh really?
I'm on the same
That's kind
page.
of what the movies have been for me. So
Yeah.
hey,
We got a little taste of each other's medicine.
Yeah.
Yellow Magic Orchestra. They're like a weird synth pop band from Japan in like the late 70s, early 80s.
That's such an obscure thing too.
Maybe-
they're
maybe
talking
that
about pretty
obscure.
mainstream movies. They're
Yeah,
talking
and then
about
you're
this
talking about.
obscure 1970s Japanese band.
Hey, I'm sorry.
That's the name of my band. Is 70s Japanese obscure band.
Well, we have a bunch of names for bands.
Yeah.
Generic
Okay,
input.
Here,
That's
that's the
I
winner.
know. I came up with that one.
Yeah, I'll
'Cause
read
I
off.
didn't want to answer something.
If any of you viewers follow me on Instagram, you guys can find these.
Evan
Well,
was here, right?
Here we go. No, it's generic. Yeah, that's my Instagram handle. Evan_was_here.
Here's some music.
Yeah, generic input. Airborne Again. Sad Rice. Technically White. Banana Relief. The Horny Hot Pockets. Wombat Veteran. Whitmire and the Shitmires. That's my last name. It's Whitmire, not Shitmire. Tinfoil Stetson. The Salvation Navy. And the Untrained Moyles.
I think I have a new
Moyle.
favorite.
Moyles.
Ugh, Moyles.
I like the
Moyles
Salvation
are,
Navy.
Moyles, this isn't exactly PG-13 content, but Moyles are the practitioners who remove the foreskin.
I liked Technically
I'll-
White. That's my new
I'll
favorite.
leave a note.
Okay.
If people don't want to hear.
Should we
about
switch topics?
So let's
Yeah.
switch topics.
Wait,
Okay.
what were we just talking about?
Movies.
Okay, Matthew he received something the other day or today.
Oh.
Was it a
Of
gift?
the optical variety.
Oh,
Ah.
I didn't get this today. I got it last week.
Okay, I said
Tearjerker
we-
alert!
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah,
Clickbait,
This is where it gets viral.
You're gonna open.
My eyes are gonna become brand new.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay, we have to talk about it first. And
Logan
then-
Paul's gonna
Oh, right,
copyright
right.
strike us.
Yeah.
That's an idea.
Logan
So,
Paul
all
is
caps.
shaking.
Yeah.
through some dubious means, I got my hands on some colorblind glasses, and I'm colorblind, and DJ is also colorblind. We have the same type.
I'm normal blind.
Yeah,
I can't see anything right now.
Hey, but
I'm just color.
Yeah, exactly.
I put them on last week, And I mean,
Oh, I thought that was
if you
funny.
want my take on them, I can give you my take. Or DJ, if you want to put them on first.
I think I want to put them on first because I don't want it to be spoiled.
Okay.
I feel like nothing's going to happen personally because I don't
Okay.
feel colorblind.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, exactly. I just see different colors
Exactly.
than what other people see. Like, but I don't think I'm colorblind.
Okay,
I mean,
wait,
I am,
actually,
but like,
let's-
I just feel
what
like
color's
Let's
that?
make this more interesting.
that looks like pink.
But what does it look like?
Pink.
Let's do
Exactly.
guys. Let's make this more
Okay,
interesting.
how about
I'm not like.
I'm gonna be
Right.
I'm looking up a colorblind test right now.
Oh, good idea. Oh, we'll do one before and do one during.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
exactly what Logan
They-
Paul
Okay,
did.
wait, really?
That's exactly what Logan Paul
This is
did.
copy.
Okay,
Well,
I'm not. I don't watch Logan Paul.
Yeah, me neither.
Okay, do you see what that says?
Oh,
One. I'll tell you. It's a number.
12?
No, it's a number.
Hey,
Yeah, I don't see it at all.
Do you want a spoiler?
Wait, do you see the number?
No, I don't.
Not at
There's
all.
nothing
You,
there.
Gavin?
Yeah.
Okay, it's pretty obvious from a distance at least.
1?
Nope. Okay. What were you gonna say?
There's nothing there. It looks like there's an oval.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
How about? Do you know what it is?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is, Gav?
Yeah, but let's not say it
I
yet.
see it.
Let's wait.
I see it.
You're gonna do it?
We're waiting for them to put it. Why? Oh,
Don't copy.
I'm,
That's exactly what he did.
It's just darker?
Yeah.
they're just sunglasses.
Looks like a swastika?
That's closer. That's actually closer.
That is.
Is it 7?
Nope.
12.
Yeah. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, these don't work.
You'll see. I'm pulling up a color wheel right now, and you'll get what I mean when I say this. Oh,
See,
crap.
they just
Okay,
don't
how
work
about
for me,
now?
I feel like. My eyes. Is that a 4?
There is
that?
a 4.
Yeah, I feel like this is a different type of color one.
Look at this. Is this there's a little bit more like over here than normal, right? There's a little bit more over in the pink area,
Oh, I don't think so.
and there's a
Alright.
little bit more over here.
Wow, you have a marginal improvement.
Exactly.
To a
I didn't
very
want-
specific.
My whole life is so much better.
Exactly. You told me not to spoil it for you. It is very underwhelming.
Yeah, nothing changed.
It's there. The thing is that like I've used them for like a week now, and they say like, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
they
it takes a
take
couple
them
of
off.
weeks
He
to
sleeps in them.
get used to them, and like it's kind of noticeable. Like trees don't look quite as brown anymore. Like pine needles don't look quite as brown anymore. But I'm like,
Trees look brown to you too?
Yeah.
Aw.
Exactly. Pine needle. Like I
Yeah,
never
all
got-
like
trees
brown.
are
Yeah.
brown.
Trees are brown.
You freaking idiots.
No, like
No, but
pine
like-
needles.
Okay,
Yeah.
the needles. I thought you meant like the
I thought-
tree.
I got what you meant,
I was
though.
like,
Yeah,
what kind of
exactly.
idiot?
You know what I mean.
Trees are
People
brown
are
for you
like,
too?
people are like, oh my god, look at this very, very amazing, this verdant green forest, and it's like brown.
Yeah,
and
it's just poop.
exactly.
Wow.
There's poop. Yeah.
Can you finally notice that the sky is green? Like a normal person?
No, I didn't. Sadly, I don't think these glasses cover stupidity, Evan.
Oh, that thing.
Get it?
I'm
Haha.
gonna edit in something that says that Matthew hurt my feelings right then.
The thing is that that's a bad joke, and it's a bad comeback.
Why'd you look
so
at
I'm
the
making
camera
fun
instead of
myself.
looking at
Hey,
Parker?
Because Parker's gonna be watching it.
Hi,
But
Parker.
Parker's watching you right now.
Yeah, but
That was
Hi,
directed to
skeleton
future
man.
Parker, not present Parker.
I've already found like multiple moments where I'm going to be.
Parker, I know you killed my wife.
Right.
Don't worry, that wasn't for you.
what did you say?
that was for future you between now and
What
when
was
you
it? What did you say?
I'm going to edit
Parker
this in like
is
2
killing my
days.
You're gonna kill.
Parker, look behind you.
I'm gonna get married, and then she's gonna die.
Yeah.
All over.
If it's at the hands
Oh
of
yeah,
Parker,
you're
we don't know.
engaged.
He's
Yeah.
engaged.
I'm engaged.
He is.
I'm taking her last name.
To Adam Cole.
Or him, you don't know.
Wait, really?
She wouldn't let me. Or he wouldn't let me.
She wouldn't let you take her last name?
No. I was like, my last name is lame. I want yours. It's cool. She's
What
like,
is it
no,
again? What
that's
is it?
not right. That's weird.
What is it again?
How is that weird?
My last name is lame. And her last name is Tierney.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
You could just mute the audio for that part.
I mean, we could. Or we could make it really interesting.
I don't know. I definitely heard everything you said. So
Maybe it did, so okay.
Just put in spoilers again.
Spoilers.
Okay, so what did you plan on talking about?
Yeah, Garfield.
I was gonna.
He wouldn't tell us the topic ahead of time.
Yeah, so
even
we
though
don't
we
know.
threatened.
No, it was like 5 minutes beforehand, and I was like, well, just wait.
Okay.
But I was gonna bring up Elon Musk and his companies. He's doing
I was
some.
actually
What,
thinking
like Boring Company and
Yeah, Boring. I watched a video on Boring,
Tesla.
and it was really
I'm
cool.
excited to learn about this. I don't know anything about it, but I'm excited to learn.
I think
So Boring is.
it's boring. There we go. Thank you for watching. This has been Amp. Peace out.
Boring is it's his company where he has a bore, basically bores through the earth, and basically it's to try to fix traffic. So he has like one machine that bores and it puts up concrete slabs around it. So it basically makes the whole thing in one go.
That's really cool.
And I think it was like moving at half snail pace. He wants it up to a snail pace, but yeah, basically it'll help with traffic
It hits like 50 miles
because
an hour. Like max.
Did we ever just decide not to get tacos?
because
No, he asked.
because the cars are going to be like automated.
She
they have,
said
like,
no.
stopping. Okay, no
Oh.
tacos.
She said no, even when I offered her money.
Darn.
Damn it.
Some people really have their priorities together.
But yeah, Elon Musk, I think overall I think he's done a very good job at marketing himself. I think that I appreciate what he's done in terms of SpaceX and Tesla. But I feel like he himself, I mean, there really is a giant circle jerk around Musk and his fandom, more or less.
Oh.
See,
I like the Boring.
because I don't really know
Yeah.
anything about Elon Musk besides he's Elon Musk and he created stuff.
Yeah, basically.
And I'm a dumb person, so I'm
yeah.
a good example
Okay,
of like
yeah.
I know who Elon Musk is. Like I know what he looks like. I know he made Tesla or whatever, and he wants to go to Mars. That's
so,
what I know.
So basically, he was born in South Africa, to a pretty well-off family. He immigrated to Canada. He went to Queen's University, then went to the University of Pennsylvania. And I got rejected from the University of Pennsylvania. Yeah, still getting over that one. But yeah, he went to the University of Pennsylvania. He created PayPal. He created Zip2. He created PayPal.
Parker, do a zoom in.
This is the name of our podcast.
They probably can't hear that.
This is the name of our. Hi, welcome to the ASMR section of the podcast.
Oh, we need to talk about ASMR later.
I was wondering.
This is the name of
you
our
were-
pod.
you were-
Please shut up while I'm doing the ASMR part of the podcast.
Topic started up here.
Don't tell him to shut
Oh,
This
it's
is
your
the name
topic,
of our mug.
guys. It's Garfield's topic.
It wasn't. It was. It's fine.
No, well, we're gonna
ASMR
keep
is
talking
more
about it. It's
important.
actually really interesting. Like I said, I wanted to learn, and then I got sidetracked as I started thinking
Elon
about ASMR.
Musk, ASMR. but yeah, basically, he became rich. He didn't start Tesla. He bought Tesla. I don't remember if he acquired or bought SpaceX, but
He made PayPal though, right?
yeah, he made PayPal
Really?
and he made Zip2. Yeah.
I don't know
They
what
sold
Zip 2 is, but I know
Zip2. It
PayPal.
was. I believe it was kind of like.
He also has
it's kinda
Solar
like a
City
Yellow Pages.
under his name.
Yeah, Solar City. He started the Boring Company. I think that he gets too much credit for his visionary ideas, which I think they're visionary, but a lot of them don't work for a reason. Specifically, the Boring Company. I feel like there's like digging tunnels underground. That's not a very innovative idea. People like it because it's bold, but the reason it's bold is because nobody wants to do it. Because, like I said, he hit 50 miles an hour, and it's supposed to go hundreds of miles an hour, right? And I mean, there are a lot of inefficiencies that will have to be worked out. But yeah, he's willing to take a chance on it, and I think people are willing. They're investing in him. They're not investing in the Boring Company, really.
No.
And then he sold flamethrowers, right? So he's basically like every like.
Wait, what are you referring
Sci-fi
to when
when
it's
it's, like-
50 miles an hour?
Yeah, they did like a
test
the
in one of
first
the tunnels?
test. Yeah, in one of the tunnels, it hit 50
Is
miles an hour.
it because it was only able to get up to that speed, or they didn't want to go past that?
I'm not sure. I can't say like certain.
Well, when
I
he
hope
opened
it's that
it
they didn't want to go past it.
for the public, it was pretty like it was pretty rough.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe if it's smooth.
Well, I mean,
it'll go
yeah,
faster.
trial and error.
Yeah,
is
this
how
is
you get these
definitely
things
like
done.
early stages of it, but
Because it goes on tracks, and if the tracks are rough, it's not going to go. that
honestly,
fast.
I hate the highway transportation system as much as another guy. That's one thing that I can talk about in a podcast. I can go on for hours about how much I hate our current traffic system, but I don't think that digging tunnels is the best way.
What do you think is the best way?
Overall,
Flying cars.
not flying cars. I mean, if people can crash into
Flying
dimensions,
people.
they can definitely crash. Yeah, if we could just grow wings, I mean, let's hope Darwinism catches up with us.
Just
but-
walk everywhere.
Yeah.
Easy.
But
Saves the planet.
But yeah, I think one of the best options is creating networked vehicles that can communicate with each other. Just because I think the biggest inefficiency comes from acceleration and the fact that you can't accelerate.
Are you
until see
jerking
somebody
off?
else
Or are you
accelerate.
like, what are you doing?
So because that you're on the highway, right? The light turns green, and 50 cars later, after like you're sitting there for like 2 or 3 minutes, then you can start moving.
Yeah.
But if there's a system of
I've
communication,
always
in
thought
place,
about that.
You can accelerate simultaneously.
Like if they
right?
were all able to know, hey, time to go forward, and they all
Exactly.
moved at the same, they accelerated at the same time.
Exactly.
no
There are
crashes
problems
would
with
happen.
that, right? There are problems with that because you're leaving it up to
Yeah, if there's a networking issue.
Exactly,
it might-
exactly. Or if
someone
one car
might accelerate
crashes,
too
then
slow, yeah.
exactly. Yeah,
You
there
do
are
need
problems
one
with
car.
that.
Or security of the
Yeah.
cars.
Oh yeah. I'm just saying, like, I think that those are easier to overcome than putting tunnels in every part of the earth.
They might be cool for rich people though.
Yeah. Are you talking about tunnels? Yeah.
Yeah. You just have a rich person.
Rich tunnel.
Street
Richie
system.
rich. Yeah. And I think at some point you have to think about like whether or not it's even worth it. Because if you're doing a tunnel from like LA to New York, that would be nice, right? That's not possible though. But I mean like a tunnel from here to like Safeway, like if it takes like 2 minutes to get loaded up and strapped in and all, and you're accelerating the amount of time it takes to accelerate that amount without, like submitting yourself to G-forces that make you black out or something, then I mean
Here to Taco Bell would be cool.
Here to Taco Bell, yeah.
Oh, that would be nice.
Why don't we just build a really small tunnel that can just ship me tacos? I mean, seriously, like the things at the bank.
Yeah,
The tubes.
the pneumatic tubes.
Yeah, exactly.
Taco shipment system.
Yeah,
TSS.
exactly. Yeah, TSS. That we should. You heard it here first, folks.
Taco shipment system.
Yeah.
I
put in
downloaded
TM.
I downloaded Uber Eats. There's not a lot of options.
McDonald's is on there though.
McDonald's is,
Yeah,
but that's
Sonoma.
just
McDonald's
How
gross.
else do you guys
place.
get Uber Eats people to come?
Like, does
like,
Taco
take-
Bell do Uber Eats? This one down here?
I don't think so.
It
'Cause
does.
I don't think so.
I don't think it
wanted
does.
Taco
Well,
Bell
there's-
one day. I'm like, oh, I'll just do Uber Eats.
There's Uber Eats, there's Grubhub, there's a million different ones.
Yeah,
now.
Postmates.
There it is.
Postmates should work because they just get actual people to go in, like, and order your food for you. But it never ends up working, just because the thing is, people who work at Postmates. Apologies to anybody who works at Postmates. They're all freaking just stupid. Like seriously, people come into work and they ask for like something, like they ask for like a burrito bowl, but like they just say like a burrito, and then we get all the way to the end and they're like, oh yeah, in a bowl, and it's like that. Come on! So we have to like throw it out, and there's some really stupid Postmates delivers. Uber Eats people, they just come in, pick it up.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Uber Eats is pretty cool.
Yeah,
How
but
it works.
Postmates, they actually have to go through a process of ordering stuff. I don't think they should be ordering food for themselves, like much less other people.
Because if I don't know Uber Eats or any of that kind of stuff, because if they go out to my house, they're gonna get eaten by bears. But like, how far out do
Yeah,
they
that's a fact.
go?
They don't go far. I know that.
Like they
Yeah.
only deliver in like the city. Like
I feel like
pizza
it's like a
places,
15-mile radius.
Yeah,
Oh.
I know Jimmy John's is like that too because it's freaky fast. So it's only freaky fast because they only go so far.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the other thing is that you don't have a lot of deliverers who are willing to go in a certain area because they get boosts where they get like 2 times like pay or like 1.5 times pay in like certain areas. That's how they like that's the thing, if they have like a high traffic, right, they need a lot of like deliverers in a certain area, they'll increase the boost and more people go there.
Oh,
So if you're living out in bear country, then yeah,
Is Jimmy John's good? I've never had Jimmy John's.
I've never had
I
either.
enjoy Jimmy John's. My fiance, male or female, you'll never know. She or he doesn't like it.
it.
It does not like it.
Them.
Oh, I hope it doesn't watch this.
Oh, she or he will.
You should throw in a couple he or she's just to even it out a bit.
Switch over to he for a little
Yeah.
bit and then go back.
Or maybe she was the throw off.
Yeah,
Or
maybe
not.
I'm really good at this, you know?
Yeah.
This is all a ploy.
Yeah. He doesn't even have a fiance.
Yeah. If I ever mention the name Shelby, it's just my friend down the road. My grandma. It's my grandma.
Oh, that's weird.
I wanted to take my grandma's last name.
So that's why you thought it was weird.
Can we do like a
Okay,
badum kiss?
Oh man, I had a question, but I forgot what it was.
No, that would be like
Oh, turn on the drum kit.
Yeah.
right there. So it'd be like where is it? There it is. Is that it?
Make it louder.
No, where is it?
Oh, that was pretty
go.
good. How'd
That
you
was
do that?
really good.
I'm gonna keep this on now because we have to do that all the time.
So it's
But I feel like you should wait a little bit between the badums. No, maybe not. Yeah.
I thought it was badum, so high to low.
Badum. Badum.
How about this? You can go.
Welcome to the
This is a
podcast.
key.
Here's,
Jill.
here's my
This is the
favorite.
next
Here's
intro.
my favorite sound. Oh, come on! Are you kidding me?
Oh.
What?
Welcome to the Dolphin Cast.
It sounds like that baby with a peanut butter.
You like the peanut butter?
I gotta watch that now.
Oh man.
Oh wait, there is a song I need you guys to listen to. It's 3 minutes. Here we are.
Copyright strike.
It's from a show called Cop Rock.
Copyright strike.
I don't care.
Okay.
No cop rock.
It's a song. Have you heard of it?
No.
Basically, the premise of it is it's like a normal. It's basically a normal. It's pretty self-aware, but it's like a cop show, kind of like Law and Order, but only they have like musical. They have musical numbers in it, right?
When is this from? What era?
I want to say like mid 90s.
Wow.
Let's listen to this. Can you edit the video in? But like, can you also have our commentary in?
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh.
So what number is that
You
whole?
have to sync it up.
What number is that whole drum thing?
101.
101.
It's just 100.
Okay,
So
let's listen to this. Just letting you know beforehand, it's about a guy who sells babies.
what?
This is what happens when you don't have choreography.
He sells what?
Babies.
Babies.
Tell me we're gonna get copyright strike.
Yeah, I don't see any babies yet.
Tots are us.
But yeah, he basically goes on singing about how he's gonna have babies for people. And they just look at each other basically, and he walks around. There's no choreography.
What is
So,
this supposed to be? Do
It's
you
a
know?
cop musical.
It's a
The instrument is
cop
up
show.
here.
But what does that look like? What is that?
I think it's like those weird those kind of like a little barrel, but it's got the rubber wrap on one side that really tight and you blow in, it's your phone. Look.
Wow.
Oh, whatever you were doing on there. Oh.
You had a clock. Now it's
Wait.
broken.
What are you doing?
Listen.
How long have we been recording?
Yeah.
I think we're hitting about
We're hitting a rock bottom.
50 minutes right now.
We're hitting about, yeah.
I have
About
another
that.
thing we can talk about.
Yeah,
What?
sure, go ahead.
Guilty pleasures.
Oh, yeah.
I have a good few. I have a lot of guilty
Masturbation.
pleasures. Masturbation, number one.
Yeah.
A lot of TV show guilty pleasures.
I'm sorry, Parker's parents.
Yeah, they could be right above us right now.
Oh, I was talking about them watching the video.
I
They're
know.
probably not
Oh, I know.
There's a TV show called Scream Queens, which came out around 2015.
Ooh.
It has Emma Roberts,
Ooh.
Leah Michele, the mom from Freaky Friday. I can't think of her name right now. Jamie Lee Curtis. It's it's not good, but it's really good. Watch it. It's on Hulu. Pathu.
That's your go-to pleasure?
And also Dance Moms.
Oh!
Dance Moms is the best show I've ever seen. It's the worst show I've ever seen, and I hate that I love it. But Dance Moms. I also enjoy wrestling, and Dance Moms reminds me a lot of like the storylines of wrestling, which probably doesn't say a lot about either show.
It's just
I was gonna say,
female
does it
wrestling.
have wrestling in it?
Yeah, Dance Moms?
It's dancing.
Or does wrestling have dancing in it?
But it's wrestling.
I mean, wrestling does have dancing in it.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to get into that. You know?
There are some really funny wrestling things that I've seen.
Oh,
Are we going more on about go-to pleasures though?
yeah, definitely.
I'd say I have a go-to pleasure song. It's C'est La Vie.
Did
Mine
we
is
come
a-
on when we were in Pelton?
I believe so. Yeah. Yeah, it's I feel really guilty, but it's so catchy.
What song is it called?
We're going to
Say
copyright
la-
it more,
say
Evan.
la-
Stop. We'll
say
listen.
la
Look
vie.
it up on YouTube,
Yeah.
and then we'll listen to it after the
All of our
podcast.
Bleep it out.
5200ths of a cent are going to go to waste.
Our video just got taken down. I heard it.
Yeah. I know. Oh.
I might get a guilty pleasure out of this.
Pleasure myself.
You're gonna kill everybody's ears at home.
Sorry,
What'd you
everyone
say?
at home.
I'm gonna guilty pleasure myself.
I looked at the microphone as a joke because I thought it'd be funny to think.
That's the people.
Yeah.
This is the person, not that.
Yeah. Hi, everybody.
I know. In
C'est
terms
la
of like
vie.
guilty pleasure songs, like whenever Austin comes over, he loves playing "Glamorous" by I believe it's Fergie.
Yes.
I think that's who
That's a
it's
good
by,
song, that's
and
a
I
good song.
hate it.
I hope I haven't been
Fergalicious by
leaving out of
Fergie?
frame.
No.
Fergalicious.
No. Fergalicious is actually by Beyonce.
Fergie is by Fergalicious.
Fergie did Beyoncelicious.
Yes, obviously.
Right.
It was a collab, as a cool.
Have you
would say.
guys ever seen Mathematicious?
No, I don't want
Is it a parody?
It's a parody.
It does
done
not
by
sound
this.
good.
That sounds like something I'd
really
watch
bad.
in like a high school language.
It is. It is, and it is so bad,
Really?
but it's golden.
What type
one
of
of
math
those-
is it?
All kinds of math. It's this kid from high school. I'm guessing it's
catch
from
it
high
if it
school.
falls.
Singing it.
Welcome back to the ASMR part of the podcast. I got distracted last time.
Subtract that from the
Today we're gonna be rubbing the mic sensually. I'm gonna pretend that I am your librarian and that I am skimming through books.
What's your book?
Can I use one of those?
Yeah, go ahead.
DJ, you sound like this is
Hey,
a thing.
Hey, wait.
Quiet in the library!
Everybody has to be quiet. We're gonna the one on top is good. Yeah, make sure you get close. I took the pop filter out, so don't make any noise, any of those noises.
Hi, I'm your librarian. Is there any book you're looking for in particular today? Oh yeah, we have that one. It's right in the Dewey Decimals.
Do some like really nice little page flips. Hey, that's pop. That was good.
That was the ASMR part of the podcast.
I was wondering because you were like pouring your tea over here. I was like,
What do people do when they're
What?
listening to ASMR?
Fall
Themselves,
asleep.
or-
I've watched stuff on it. It's really interesting. It's like I
Like-
like it. I personally, I can like they say like you get the tingles. I get the tingles, and I kind of like it.
Yeah.
really?
I actually,
I would
was-
have to say, yeah.
think-
My fiance, he or she hates it.
Thank you. I was reading about I believe I don't remember quite as much, but I think getting the tingles from music is an experience that only like half the population.
Oh,
Really?
that
get
sucks
tingles.
for
I
the
don't
other
remember.
half.
I don't
Yeah.
remember if it's genetic or not. It's happened to me like once or twice, but I think it's also linked to like emotional like
Yeah.
intelligence or something.
The other day I was watching Monsters Inc. and I don't know why, but for some reason I could not control
sorry.
myself. I wanted to
You
cry
started
the whole
masturbating?
time.
That's what I was thinking.
Who's so hot?
Control myself.
Oh man.
So every single moment I was hit with like some form of nostalgia, and I like almost I started getting like choked up for some reason.
Do you know what Monsters Inc. is?
Yes, of course.
I haven't
So-
seen Monsters University.
I
have.
saw
It's
this
like-
one
I
ASMR
haven't
video.
seen much of it.
I can't find it anymore because they took it down from YouTube.
What was it?
Is it
It
Tony
was-
It's too
Bomboni?
edgy.
No, it was a little girl eating honeycombs like a
Oh
full.
my god.
How little?
Oh wait.
She was like 6.
Wait.
Okay.
Speaking of ASMR, do any of you guys know what
Honeycombs he's
mukbang is?
That's
Have you guys heard of mukbang? Yeah, where people just eat obscene
food,
amounts
yeah.
of food like, on camera.
Oh, yeah. I've heard of that.
I've
I
seen
forgot the
I've seen
name.
like I saw like a video about it, and then so I watched the video that the person like recommended. It is very strange.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't like it.
They're silent and they just eat. Like the one that I watched, it was some person in Korea, and she was just eating
Do they eat quickly?
tons of noodles, and I was like, this is really weird, and I don't like it.
Do they
That should be
eat
the name of our
quickly or-
podcast.
It's like
Tons of
Twitch,
noodles.
the Twitch chat.
What
on the
I
side.
really want is I want a ton of noodles in front of me.
Mhm.
I like enough to like fill my heart's desire. Because
Yeah.
whenever I have noodles, especially udon noodles,
Yeah.
it's
Udon
like
noodles are so good.
I'm eating them, and every time I finish eating them, I'm like, I wish I had more.
Yeah.
I want to be able to eat like to the point where I'm like, that was just what I wanted.
I had
was
that
too much. You have
last
noodles
night.
coming out of your nose.
I had 3/4 of a medium pizza from Pizza Hut, and then I had noodles afterwards. And so my body was full of pizza, and so it allowed me to eat the correct amount of noodles. It was honestly,
Try that.
it was very tasty.
Oh.
It's this There you go.
I like that little
Okay, we should
addition.
start wrapping this
Yeah.
up just so the feed doesn't cut too early.
Right.
I feel like I had one
No,
more
I
thing.
actually have like 22 gigs of space right now.
I was it because
22
of the
gigs.
Yeah, that's what I cut out last time.
flexing those gigs.
But I mean, if we have to
That's
cut
a
out-
lot of
This,
gigs.
this
No.
kid has a lot of gigs, if you know what I mean. You know what they say about a man with big gigs? A lot of gigs.
He's got a lot of gigs.
He's got a lot of.
Have you guys seen micro SD cards?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's
So
insane.
tiny. Like you can get.
Like,
I got one earlier.
Yeah.
For like $10.
Yeah.
And it's 64 gigabytes. It's,
Yep.
It's smaller than a fingernail.
Should I
I-
get one
it's
for
so
my
tiny.
computer?
I heard from
Awesome.
Brian that the reason.
I mean, it has that little thing on the back.
Yeah.
I could just put it right in there,
Yeah.
and I'd get.
Oh, sorry.
Sorry,
The-
go right ahead.
No. The reason that like the prices for micro SD cards and just like data storage in general, like just as a tangent, I believe it was a 512 gigabyte SSD for $60,
yeah.
which is insane.
Yeah, I got one. Yeah.
I know, and the reason for that evidently is, and I haven't like fact checked this, I just heard from someone, is that smartphone companies like they ordered too many flash units, like flash storage units, like, and the phones didn't sell as well as they had thought, and so there's just like an overabundance of flash units for phones, and they just put them into other stuff.
I don't know if I believe that or not.
There's this interesting photo on the internet that's shown like how storage, like especially like data storage, has improved.
Oh,
And it's like this giant weird disk machine that they were loading onto
Yeah.
something,
I've seen that.
and it was like 5 megabytes they were able to store on this
Yeah.
machine.
5
And
megabytes
it's a
is a lot.
giant machine
Yeah.
that they have there.
My parents did. I remember.
Now we have these tiny little.
I was showing
That's
them.
crazy.
I was showing them like an SD card that was like 64 gigabytes, and they were saying that they remember like when like 32 megabytes. Like, that was a big deal. Like, if your computer or whatever had 32 megabytes, like,
Wow.
that was, like, top of the line. And now it's, like, I can store, like, 3 seconds of porn on that. Like, come on.
This is such a good,
Not that I
such
watch
a good
porn.
monetizable topic.
Yeah.
Only the keyframes, of course.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Okay. Should we start wrapping up?
Like I
wouldn't
said, I feel
mind
like there's
wrapping up.
something in me,
Yeah.
but I don't know what it is.
We want to think
Oh.
about a topic.
Now that I think about it, I don't think this can be shown in Germany. Because you said the S word.
Which is?
Swastika.
Swastika.
And you just said it again.
Darn.
I'm sorry
We're
for
double
our German
banned in Germany.
viewers, but if you see
Welcome
this
to the
in-
Swastikast.
Yeah. If you see this like in Raiders of the Lost Ark, your German minds will just explode.
We
don't know.
forgive you.
Oh my god.
I don't know if I have the right to forgive you, but we forgive you.
Oh my
You're
god.
speaking on behalf of America right now, of the entire Western world. We forgive you. Yeah.
That's a bold statement.
Oh my goodness.
Okay.
We'll be back.
Yeah. So how do we?
If you raped a child,
We
we,
need to come up with,
forgive
like, a-
you.
We need to get a catchphrase. One of us needs a catchphrase.
Garfield has one.
I got muffin.
Hey guys.
No, I was thinking of the other one. Wait.
No, you know,
What's one
know,
thing? What's one thing?
You know, you
What's-
know,
Yeah. What's one thing you can say about your boat,
but not about your girlfriend.
but not your girlfriend?
Tear up.
Okay, this has been the second episode of the Amped Podcast.
We
Thank
had a
you.
lot
You'll
of
see us
fun.
next time.
We had a lot of fun with you guys. We talked about a lot of stuff. Let me go over
Yeah.
it while I
Yeah,
play you
Tear
some
up.
sensual
Yes.
tunes. Okay?
We're trying
Tara.
to get things in weekly. I won't be here next week for Wednesday on
Okay.
until like the next Tuesday.
Thank God.
Then we should just do Tuesday next week.
Yeah, we get it everybody.
It's a little loud.
You can turn it up.
Hey guys. This week we talked about a lot.
This week.
This week.
It's been an hour.
This hour we've talked about a lot.
Well,
it was
this
in the
week's-
week.
This week's episode.
This week's episode. Okay, sure.
We talked about movies. We talked about ASMR. We talked about Elon Musk.
Color blindness.
Color blindness. They don't work.
They don't.
Colorblind people do not work.
Tune in next week
They're warts on the
if we do one next week.
And we forgive Germany.
We forgive Germany. And maybe next week I'll tell you the gender of my fiance.
What a
Spoiler
surprise!
alert.
Everybody wants.
It's
to
not
know.
what you think.
Exactly.
That's what the comments are going to be about.
We can't wait till next
I'll
week.
start next week. I'll start a new section of the podcast where I'll do a top 8 genders my fiance might be, and I'll go down each week from 8 to 1, and within the last 2 weeks it'll be like, who knows? And we'll have the viewers, all 54 of them, if they all stick
But
around.
the problem is.
Wait. I'm going to check to see the stacks real quick. Keep on talking.
The problem is that you already said he or she.
Time is a contract.
And that's where we're ending this one. Thank you and good night.
Good night. I love you.
Good night, everybody.
Night, everybody.
Gaffield, yeah,
Okay.
say good night, everybody.
It should be over.
I'm wording it. I'm mouthing it.
Okay.